Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. This time around, let's check out the two new free plugins by Waves Audio. Actually, these plugins are an update in this new version 15 of Waves plugins, right? And in actually the one of the plugins, the StudioVerse effects, formerly called Studio Rack. It was not now updated, and we have an additional free plugin which is StudioVerse Instruments, right? Both of these plugins can be available or are available for free at Waves Audio's website. I'm gonna leave you the links in the video description and first comment, and also you can check out the latest features and updates in this version 15th, right? And also I will make sure to put timestamps in the video description and first comment in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video. In this video, we're going to be checking out some of the updates and also some of the features and controls of these plugins, and of course test these plugins out in different elements in my DAW, right? Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can grab some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with tons of content like this. I had the side here where you can see the free download button right on each one of the StudioVerse audio effects and also instruments. Please let me know if you are here in the live stream. I'm always happy and interested to know your opinions on these plugins, on these tools. And yeah, Bruce Wayne is here. Hello, Bruce Wayne. How are you, my friend? Good to have you here. I appreciate it very much. So yeah, let me show you here the screen. Let me share it quickly so that you can check out. Right, so we have first the StudioVerse audio effects, and this it's like a rack, right? A rack where you can get full signal chains from famous engineers, from renowned engineers. Also create, of course, your own signal chains, and also you can grab like presets from a cloud of like more than 1,000 presets available from top producers and engineers, right? And actually you need to log in to get all of these presets and all of the list, sorry, with all of the presets and stuff. So of course, if you have a lot of plugins from Waves, this it's gonna be more useful, of course, because all of the presets and all of the signal chains have Waves plugins, of course. But the cool thing about this update in the StudioVerse audio effects, like I said, formerly Studio Rack, is that now you can load third-party VST3 plugins, right? Here is the signal chain, right? These slots that you see here. So you have the Waves plugins first in this list: dynamics, sound field, reverb, delay effects, noise reduction, modulation, harmonic, EQ, pitch shift. Here it's where you will find all of your Waves plugins, right? For instance, here I have all of these in dynamics. By the way, if you own a bundle or something, or if you're part of the subscription by Waves, you will get everything here. But the cool thing, like I said, is that VST3 plugins are now supported, so you will have also all of the companies here listed of all of the plugins that you own, third-party plugins, right? So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can also do parallel split. You can do also multi-band, so you can create your own signal chains with multi-band. That's pretty cool. Let me show you here. So in this case I have parallel. If we I'm gonna delete this, or I'm gonna just open a multi-band split, right? And we can add here more plugins, more bands, sorry. So you have 2 bands, right? And you can create 4 bands, or right, up to 4 bands. So you can have any other plugin in this list and you can create 4 bands with that plugin. I think that's pretty cool. So that's the multi-band split. You can remove everything that's on the chain here. And also one cool thing, let me show you. I'm gonna add, for instance, let's add a compressor or something, the CLA 76 for instance, right? The cool thing is that you can add macro controls here on these knobs that you have here. For instance, I'm gonna turn on the number 1, and you can set, for instance, this macro control for being the attack, release, ratio, analog, like the saturation and stuff like that. And you can control like the attack in this knob, and you can have the macro controls here for each one of the plugins, right? Or also you can, like for instance, MIDI learn, input and output, edit the macro. So yeah, that's also a cool thing. Let me remove this plugin here, right? But I think the cool thing and the thing that Waves is selling the most in these free plugins is the fact that you can access to thousands of signal chains, right? Ready to go. And with this search button and the tags, you can look for a specific sound, a specific type of signal chain for your specific instrument. For instance, here we can, like for instance, click drums, and all of the different signal chains are gonna appear here, even from like renowned engineers, Manny Marroquin, right? And you can also use a search function. For instance, let's put here. Also, you can look by genre, so that's pretty cool. For instance, metal. Let's put metal drums here. Let's see what comes up. Metal drums, right? So toms, Abbey Road parallel, parallel drums, tight kick drum. So yeah, pretty cool. And if you click on any one of these, like for instance, I have a drum bus channel here. So let's for instance add something for the, let's say rock drum bus. Let's see what comes up. Enter. Alright, Shady Hills master compressor drum bus. Let's roomy retro. Right, so this is, I think, the most valuable thing, and also the use of VST3 plugins. So that's pretty cool. So let me click on this. It takes a bit of time to load, just right. And of course, since I don't have all of the Waves plugins included in this chain, not all of them are gonna be able to open up here. But for instance, the Artvox, I do have it, right? And these others, I don't have these other plugins. That's where like the subscription or the bundles are very useful to have, right? But even though you don't own any Waves plugins, like I said, you can add other plugins. Like let me delete all of these. Like it says here, plugin file is missing or not available. True that. So let me add, for instance, an EQ. For instance, I have here Fab Filter Pro Q3, for instance, right? So it can be opened here. That's pretty cool. Also, you can change the signal chain here, right? For instance, the EQ first, the compressor. You have a master control here. You have the gain reduction as well. And so yeah, also you can create, of course, your own signal chains and share it with the community here. And also another thing is this icon that you see here. If you press this icon, it's gonna analyze your incoming signal, your track, and it's gonna provide you with the list of suited presets and signal chains, right? So that's pretty much it. I think with this plugin, as you see here, I have the demo version of some plugins, right? But yeah, let's, for instance, I have a drum kit here. Okay, some compression with the Vox. So I'm gonna replace this plugin here with, I have from Waves, the harmonic, the Magma little tube, which I love, for some saturation. Okay, and I have the macro control for compression here. This is just one example, right? So for instance, let's choose a Roomy. Let's see what we have here. So I have the MV2, I have the SSL-G channel and the True Verve that I don't have, L1 limiter. All right, and let's, for instance, analyze our drum sound with this control, right? So it's waiting for the audio. It's analyzing. Let's see what comes up here. Overheads, toms, drum mic overheads, vaulted room, soft space. What's this? Okay, crispy overheads, show off odds, ringy overheads. All right, it's taking a while to load, and of course sometimes some signal chains won't load properly because you don't have all of the plugins that are included in that signal chain, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see here, parallel split. So I have the EV2 channel here and parallel split. Yeah, the cool thing that I really liked is like the multi-band split, right? For instance, I have here the low band, right? And this is the crossover frequency between the two bands, and the more we add here, right, and we can add plugins here, and it will affect only this particular band. So for instance, let's look here for another preset. Let me add, for instance, rock. Let's search for the rock. So clear all. Let's put drums, compression, punchy, uplifting. Let's see this one. Well, I don't have the plugins included here. The Abbey Road, yeah, just to give you an example, right? Of course, if you own more Waves plugins, more of them will appear. Vivey, let's see this one. Some of these signal chains take a bit longer to load, but yeah, depending on the plugins included. Before, and you see here the microcontrols, right? That are beforehand they were assigned. So yeah, that's the StudioVerse audio effects on drums. Let's see what these vocals. Okay, let's hear some examples here.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her.
Let's choose here vocals and MacMass Silk vocal. I have this plugin.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her.
Right.
Stinging from the loneliest touch.
Some saturation.
Will she ever break free or just surrender again? You know, well, it never takes long till they leave her.
Cool plugin.
Stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender again? You know, well, it never takes long till they leave her. Stinging from
sound effects. Let's check this one out.
Well, it never takes
Space Rider is here. Cool.
Will she ever break free or just...
We have the macro controls, right, for chorus, delay, and reverb. Instead of opening up the plugin and doing it here, you can use the macro controls. Pretty cool. Now let's check out the other free plugin in this update, which is StudioVerse Instruments, right? So again, this is a collection of presets, but this time around for virtual instruments and sounds, also taken from the Waves ecosystem, right? But also you can of course load third-party virtual instruments here, like in the other plugin, right? Pretty cool. And of course you can load also other plugins to shape the sounds, and you have the macro controls as well. For instance, here we have transpose, we have this key and scale, and we have the flow motion synthesizer by Waves Audio, which actually was given away for free some days ago, right? And yeah, this is a pretty cool also virtual instrument ecosystem, and you can search pretty much any type of sound that you might find here or that you might need. Sorry. So for instance, strings. Let's look for some strings. Strings instrument. Enter. Okay. So this is the sound that I have at the moment. It's a preset from the flow motion synthesizer. Let's check out some other sounds here. Symphonic synth. Of course, well, I don't have the Element plugin here. By the way, you can also audition the sounds here. Right? You can audition before downloading the signal chain and virtual instrument Mystic Strings. Okay, white strings, white synth. Okay, Metro type string hook. Let's see if I can have access to this signal chain. So it's taking a bit to load, maybe. Okay. And as you can see, the tags are very useful as well. Cinematic, you can come up with your own tags and keywords so you can find what you're looking for. Synths, let's see here. Alright, so I'm gonna delete this. So we have this thick synth block keys. Okay, let's click on this one. Well, I don't have the element virtual instrument, so but I have some other synthesizers here. For instance, I have the Cosmic Light, right? I think it's a great option to be able to access third-party plugins and create some macro controls for that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course you can use some other plugins to shape the sounds. For instance, CLA Epic, pretty cool plugin by Chris Lord Algae. Let's wait for it to load. Well, it's taking a bit longer to load. There you go. Right? And you can create basically your own signal chains as well with one instrument or several instrument plugins, and of course have access to the thousands of presets here available for any type of genre, any type of category of sounds or virtual instruments, and of course save your own and share it with the community here. So yeah, that's StudioVerse effects and instruments. Please let me know what you think of these plugins, my friend. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions, and I'm always interested to know what you think of them, right? What's like your opinion on them. And Kid Sonic says easy. Sound Healer, hey all. Hello Sound Healer and Kid Sonic. I am actually trying to get rid of all my Waves plugins. Looks like a lot of stuff to spend time learning. I don't think so, Kevin. It was very simple actually to learn. I think just a few basic things and you're good to go. But yeah, you can create your own signal chains. That's the cool thing, and with your own plugins as well, not necessarily Waves plugins, right? So before we leave, my friend, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnorhunter.com, where you can grab some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with tons of content like this. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next video. Have you sold Ultra Maximizer yet, says Kevin? Oh, that's a great limiter. So there you go, my friends. Take care. I will see you very soon in the next video, right? Bye bye. Have a great one.